Be great. All right, we've talked about clothing. Now let's talk about something that might be less obvious. What I would recommend for any job interview is that you prepare some water ahead of time. Have a drink nearby that you can actually access during the interview. Sounds simple enough, right? Except here's a couple of ways that this could go wrong. I happen to love fizzy water, sparkling water. I love LaCroix myself. So the LaCroix itself is not too bad, though it is pretty reflective. But I also tend to put it in a koozie because I don't like my LaCroix to get too warm. So just imagine if I'm here in this interview and I've got my nice fizzy water, trying to drink it, and meanwhile everyone on the interview is like, it's 10 a.m. and it's an interview. Is she drinking alcohol? And then on top of that, like, what is on this koozie? So you don't want to, you want to pay attention to what is going to come on screen. Who's calling me? Kelsey. Kelsey, we're trying to do a webinar here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Kelsey. Great demonstration that you should also look for distractions like something that might make noise. So make sure you turn the ringer off on your phone. You put your texting or notifications to vibrate or off. Though I will say I do that all the time and then I always forget to turn it back on afterwards. So you might also want to put a note to yourself to turn those things back on so you don't miss all the rest of the calls, including the person offering you a job. So anything like your phone or an alarm, if you have pets that might come in, think about those things that could make noise or be a distraction. I often recommend not only closing the door of wherever you are, but then putting a sign on the door reminding the other people in your space that you are in a job interview and you need them to try to respect your privacy for that amount of time. I know that can be hard. Okay, so not doing the koozie, what to do instead? I would recommend just a simple glass of water. The simpler the better is great, glass or plastic, but just something that doesn't have anything of significance on it. You could also, if you don't have a glass like that, maybe you have a mug. So you could even just put water in a mug or have your coffee. This is a nice ceramic mug that I have that would work well. The one I wouldn't recommend is a lot of people use water bottles. So a water bottle is great because maybe you're really thirsty and you know that you're going to need more water. However, just look at this. If I'm trying to drink out of a water bottle on camera, it's just awkward. That's what I've found. And so I would recommend, instead of the water bottle, which might be your go-to, put it into a glass. Now, I do drink a lot of water. I find that it's very dry here in Arizona. So I actually have an entire pitcher of water that I keep nearby, and then I just refill my glass. As you notice, I keep putting things off screen to one side. That's another key point, is that you need to have a safe place to put your drink so that you're not in the middle of the interview, you move your hand, you're gesturing, and you suddenly have dumped your water all over your laptop. It would be bad. So think about how you're going to set yourself up so that you're comfortable and so that you don't have any mishaps that might happen.